Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Noel's Tarot, and welcome to your reading, my cardinal signs. Welcome to a little, very short part 2 of your modality reading. The phones ran out of storage. That's one of the only fixed parts about me. I always do. Let me cardinal that up so I can stop running out of storage. But I think I was literally just talking about the judgment and how it's a waste of energy and time. And I think I was saying the only thing I want to say to you, and that's why I had to do this part 2, because I didn't say that. The only thing I want to say to you is definitely, I'm for sure sorry for all that judgment, because it's very, very much so disheart. Like, it's without heart, and I feel like you are a person that lives through so much of your heart and just so much of your spark in your life. And it's almost just like a child's energy, but not like a child, but just like that innocent spark of a child where it's just its being. And it may run into slip-ups and troubles where it's like, oh, I didn't know this is how it's supposed to go, because they genuinely didn't know. But in this case, it's more so I'm talking to like either young adults and then adults or older adults. But it feels like on one end, there's definitely a mature older group. And it's like they're acting like the innocent spark. They're trying to be the innocent spark. They want to take on that energy. And not only do they want to like dress as it and pretend to be it, but they want to literally emulate it inside out. So it's like they're literally feeling and acting like it. And it's like you're trying your best to mature, to grow, to move, and just be. And you're being attacked by, it's like you're being attacked by people who, no, I wouldn't say should know better, but should know themselves better. And it's almost like because they don't know themselves better, because they never cared to find out, or they never had the time, or whatever the reason is, it's like now it's time to attack you because you're exhibiting traits of someone who is being an individual, but it's like it's not even that in that cheesy way. You're just trying to be someone for yourself, which is like just the right thing to do in general. But it's almost like the energy of like when things have gone wrong for so long and then finally it kind of changes. It's like it's gonna cause a rift somewhere. It's gonna cause a rift, but it's gonna be like one, just innovative, never just something new and interesting and wacky, which is interesting because it's like we're moving out of like that codependency and more into the individuality, that self-sufficiency sort of energy. And it's like I understand why that could cause anger and envy and such if people have, used their time differently. But it's almost like, I don't know. I could say it multiple ways, where it's like when I grow older and there are things that I missed out on, I might be envious of it too. But will I take that enviousness to a step where I then go to like take my axe and go chop down someone else's legs? I don't think so. I'm not in the future yet, so I can't tell you, but I don't really vibe with that mentality. I don't really vibe with the feeling of chopping other people down just because I didn't get the chance to do it. And like it's like funny too, because like if you're here and if you're alive, if you have the life energy to judge someone, then you have the life energy to live the life that you want. And I think that's probably literally where I'm gonna end, because that's the first time I ever thought about that or said that. But it's like, I'm thinking about that. People be like, I never got the chance. I didn't get the chance. And they be saying that with their living, speaking breath. You never got the chance? Babe, the time is now. And I don't say that in a joking way, but it's like almost like, I don't know, because then it gets so negative. I never got the chance, so I'm going to stop all of you. And it's like, baby, maybe you never got a chance because Spirit saw you in the future stopping all of them and didn't give you that chance so they could see what you would do with it, and you just lived out the book that he wrote. Y'all really want to be living by that book, so go ahead and live by it. But also what I'm saying is just like it's wild. It's wilder too, because I've gone through and experienced a little bit more of life where I've seen closer people to me pass and leave my life, where it's like they literally no longer have the chance to do any of the newer things that are going on. Some of my relatives will never see an iPhone 23, it's just not just an iPhone. Some of my relatives will never see this upcoming election. The other important, I don't care about the election. Why did I say that? But just important things, things that other people be like, I never got the chance to do it. Why are you getting to do it? Why can't I? And that's a good question. it's not a question for anybody like me or like any of you beautiful cardinal signs to answer. Fuck that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. My first question is, what does that question pay you? Second question is, what does that question provide you? And all the other questions is like, again, what does it pay you? I'm feeling very much what does it pay you, because spirit and cardinal energy is very much so like giving. It's supposed to give out like fire. But in a sense also it's just very dynamic, and it's very like that energy of like the starving artist. We'll show you my performance for free just for the exposure. And it's like, I feel like at this point you've gotten a good amount of exposure, or at least you have the ability to accumulate it. Now it's time to figure out how to turn that into a bit of money that I feel with the Father of Coins, but also just like not selling yourself short again, I feel, with that Eight of Coins. Whereas like you deserve payment, if not financial, then you deserve people to pay you back and thank you, or at least like, if not thank you, just acknowledge and leave you the fuck alone if all you're doing is like, you know, living and doing your art, or just living your process, being you, creating things, being your beautiful cardinal selves. You know, it shouldn't be taken away, it shouldn't be chopping you down, they should be supporting you in any way that they can. Because I don't know, it's that same energy of when you support children or support new people in an industry, all it can do is support you back. All it can do is bring back to you, because it's that energy is there to then like bring more life to what you love, you know, and I don't know, or bring more life to something that you're also experiencing. So like if you kill that life, I don't know, you end up living with the same energy, or the energy just dies out. And that's not only selfish for on your end, that's also selfish for everybody else around you, because then you're making the judgment call for everyone. And that's what people do when they judge, to make the judgment call for everyone too. Not just not just the victim who's getting judged. Everyone, you're making the judgment call for everybody. Then you're saying nobody else gets a freaking choice in what to believe or what to think or what to judge. What if I wanted to judge myself before you did? Who wins? That's what I'm saying too. I ask that question a lot. I'm like, who the fuck is in charge? Who's the judge? Because y'all all seem to have opinions, and I have not seen one person come forward and say, this is my contract where the Lord where the universe has written me in charge of all judgments, and I say that this is how it goes. I've not seen one person give me that. All I've heard is words and feelings, and I have those too. So I just be like, again, back to square one. Who's in charge? And who are you? Anyways, I'm sorry if this is very spiely, but it's like, I don't know, take that energy and please use it as you will, because, you know, it's very important to stand up for yourself in general, but and especially in times like this, where, and the modality readings are specifically important, because like, I forgot to say in the beginning why I'm doing the readings in general, but I'll timestamp wherever I can in the video where it's important. The modalities are important because like it's just like the three pieces, the cardinal, fixed, and immutable. And when I think of the three pieces, I think of mathematically how that works for us on the earth. I think of something as simple as like watches, wristwatches, how they were initially, when they were successfully made, they were initially wristwatches. A lot of them eventually had like a little process, a little cogs, the wheel, the pen, and the arbor. It's like these three pieces that come together that make the clock actually work. Without one, it doesn't move. It needs each piece in order to go through. You don't need 4 pieces, you don't need 5. You can add them in, but you don't need them. But when you put 2, it's not enough. You have to put the 3 to connect it all together. And so, I mean, the modalities work out just like that. It's like the seasons. They still tell time on a different level. It's just like when you move through the seasons, you get that cardinal action, you get that fixed action, and then you get that mutable action, and then everything just like sort of moves and melts. I said Cancer earlier. I meant to say Gemini. That's why I said the wrong sign in order. Ignore me. That was from earlier, if you remember that. But anyways, so yeah, so it's just like this whatever this lesson is for you guys, whatever this is, it's very important to understand just how important your role is and how important you are, because like a lot of energy in this is like People that are not only coming for your spirit, because usually people who come for, or are spiritually battling you, are coming for your mind, or trying to like stop, or trying to like redirect you onto like their spiritual path. But this feels a little bit more physical with all these coins and judgment and coins and the world. That's very physical. And then the 15 came out with the bear with the devil energy. That's literally the earth again, like the ruler of the earth in a sense. So it's very physical. So it feels like this, whatever this lesson is for whoever's watching, it could have been escalating since we've been talking about like the spiritual and mental battle. It could have been literally escalating through, or this could be for someone who's just experiencing this now. It's just like it's to a point where it's like you're maybe experiencing physical conflict, physical confrontation, or like physical like judgment, or physical like it's almost like it's to a point where it's like it's implanted on earth. It's like a real thing that you're experiencing, not just something that you're feeling or thinking. It's like you're actually experiencing it. So in that, it's much more important than to know to be you, because I don't know, this earth is hard, but also at the same time it's just like I don't know. I don't know how to say that. It's like the soul, I don't know how that works, probably millions of soul, and then like the way the heart and the mind, you know, your what you think and what you feel, that can usually be encapsulated over time, you know, through art, expressions, writing, little doodles, just like how you even write in the first place, your handwriting even. But it's like your body, who you are physically here, the person that you are physically here, you only get like one of those in a sense. So it's very much so more, I can't think of the word. It's a lot more important to remember to protect that, and to really advocate for that, and to stand up for it, because like, you can stand up for your soul and nobody's touching that bitch. You can stand up for your like, you know, the inside and all that, but no one's gonna be able to really get in there. That's that beautiful lock. But like the outside, who you are, who you get to be, who you get to like live life as, people get a little bit more control over that, because earth is controllable, earth is movable, you know, and people, and depending on, you know, your level of finances, your environment, who you're connected to, who you know, things like that, it's like you can control earth on a very different level depending on that. And I just hate the thought of anyone being controlled in that sense. But I feel like you guys are kicking ass, so I want to commend you for that. And I just want to say I'm sorry if you're experiencing this energy, but I want to say how fucking proud I am of you, of being able to like fucking be yourself when it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like, even the energy I'm feeling now, like at the end of this cul-de-sac, it's just like, it feels like, what, 10, 20, 30, not even 30, but 10, 20 houses, so people, big, and they even kind of look like mountains. So it's just like a bunch of these tall things towering you, surrounding you, shadowing over you, like trying to like, yeah, shadowing over you, like almost like trying to cast their darkness on you. And it's just like, you're not letting that snuff out your light at all. If anything, it's making your light grow brighter, which is probably pissing them off, because they can make your light grow brighter, but there's nothing that you can do to cause their mountain to grow. It's like, wherever they at, that's where they're at. But like, and that feels even like physical, like with height, like where you stop, but like that soul continues to grow. So it's like, now I'm feeling a little bit more, it's just like, I don't know, it's like for some reason you're combining your physical, your earth, your body, with your spiritual journey, and it's like you're maximizing growth on that in a sense. Whereas other people's, I don't know, there's their fire and their earth. I can't touch that feeling, but I'm gonna delve into it. And I know, like, when I watch it back for the title, I'm gonna be pissed, because I'm like, oh, that makes sense now. But maybe that's the energy too. I'm going to get better at releasing and hangmanning, because I know that there's a plan, and I can trust more in the universe more than I used to be able to. And maybe some people just aren't used to that in a sense, because a lot of things that people believe in and trust in has like rules and regulations and this and that and blah blah. And the universe doesn't really have all that. That's why I like it. they have general rules, but it's more so just like common sense shit where it's like, don't be rude to people if you wouldn't be rude to yourself. And also, you know, yeah, just don't do what you wouldn't do to yourself. And then like the benefits usually are just like, you know, you can take care of yourself in a selfish way and not be upset or not guilt yourself over it in a sense. Whereas I feel other people just have to have this selfless mindset and then a victim mentality when they've been taken from. You know, I've seen that a lot recently where I'm just like, huh? They'd be like, I give the shirt off on my back and I'm okay and I'm so okay with it. But I just feel like everyone is taking everything from me. And I'm like, babe, they are. Because you asked them to. I don't know. It's a magician energy thing. And you guys understand it for sure, but it's hard to teach people. It's hard to show people who don't understand. Because then again, you have to show them, and people don't have time to watch a show sometimes. I don't know how to say this energy. It's running around in circles, but I'm just gonna end this on this one note quickly, just to say that you guys are doing a beautiful job growing. It's like Papa Bear to these seeds. You guys are really nurturing and caring for something really beautiful, and it's gonna grow into something major and something that's life-changing for you. But it's definitely going to be a cycle change for everyone else too. Like it'll affect you in a very positive, very growth abundant way. But how it affects everyone else, I'm not too sure. All I just know that it's just going to be a different world for them. A different world from where you come from. That's literally a spinoff from a very major show. Everyone loved the original show, but not everyone watched the spinoff. So that's what it feels like. The cycle you're going on is just for you. You may have been attached to a cycle where it was very more collective, a lot more people, bigger group, but now it's like you're being funneled into like where you're meant to be. And I think I like that a lot for you guys. Alrighty, I'll see you guys on the next modality read. We should be doing, I think if it's not once a month, we're doing twice a month. So I'll update you guys in the community about that. But I hope this helps. My Aries, my Libras, my Cancers, and my Caps. Cancer, I named you guys, and I skipped Gemini, you know, and that's so hilarious. They probably won't watch this, so that's funny, but if I didn't mention now, I'll try to mention the beginning of the other one. This could be for your sun sign, but we all have a huge chart full of stuff, so look through and see if you have any other signs, any other placements, so fixed or mutable, and you can go check those out too. But just be cognizant, be aware of where it lands, and then be aware of what that planet means. So if your sun sign, you know, is in a cardinal sign, that's like your life, your ego, your growth, your adulthood, your life essence in a sense, a little bit. And that's sort of how that cardinal energy that's how the zodiac will affect that. That's how the zodiac plus the modality plus the planet, you'll see how that works together in a sense. We have to see what they all individually mean first in order to understand how it'll affect you, if that makes sense. So like me, rising sign is Virgo, so my rising is mutable. So that's not a planet though, fuck. My moon, okay, so my moon sign is in Capricorn, so that's cardinal. So the planet is the moon, the modality is cardinal. But the zodiac is Capricorn. So I've got the Capricorn feminine earth sign and a mutable, which is like fixed and cardinal at the same time. So it's like that energy is like flexible. So it's cardinal with a little flexible energy with a little bit of moon energy, which is emotion. So you see, once you like wrap together, that's like emotions, being flexible, but also being pretty serious and being kind of cardinal, so very fire starty, but very stuck at the same time. That's a lot of energy. But if you piece it together like that individually first, like your planet and your zodiac, and then the modality, understand what the modality means, what the zodiac means, what the planet means, and then piece them all together, that will probably help. I'm sorry if I said that in a weird way, but I'll figure out how to say it by the fixed sign reading. Because fixed signs get everything together sometimes. I could tell you stories about certain Scorpios recently. Anyways, I'm going to get off this spiel. I love you guys so much. I said a short part 2. My ass. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys love me more, because I wouldn't put up with the sweat. I'm just kidding. I would. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you guys until the next reading. Check out the collective weekly reading, and check out the next modality. And other than that, please get good sleep, good water, good rest, good health, good food, good self-care. Compliment yourself a million times. Insult yourself a few times, you know, if it's deemed. You don't even have to insult yourself, you know, just keep it in check, keep it in balance, you know. What the fuck, you know, that could have been, I don't know. Don't insult yourself too hard. Don't be a harsh critic, but compliment yourself a million times, please, because you deserve it. And stay on your path. Be yourself. Please. Please. Put in those earplugs. Put in those headphones. Fuck everybody else who's not supporting you. And just keep moving, because you deserve to. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the next video, where I will be less sweaty. Love you guys. See you. Bye.